Money Making Wednesday, Bag Wednesday, Get That Money Wednesday. Sorry, I thought I saw a bug in my car because I'm driving to work. Y'all know how that be. But anyways, I wanted to start off because yesterday I posted a vlog and I didn't quite introduce myself. So, I am Champel. I am 31. I am a mother of 7 children. My birthday is October 29th, right before Halloween. Woo woo, Scorpio Nation. We the best. Anyways, I have 7 children. My oldest, Camden, is 12. Then I have a daughter. Her name is Azayla. She's 9. Then I have a set of twin boy and girl, Chase and Charm. They're 8. I have a daughter, Kalani. She is 5, just turned 5. And then I have a set of twin boys, Kason and Carter. They are 2.5. We live in the state of Ohio. We used to live in Arizona before, but we moved back. Pretty much a little bit about me. I'm a full-time mom, of course. I work full-time during the day for a warranty company. I also work a second job right now, which I normally do around school time and the holiday time, just to make extra cash to provide for school shopping and Christmas time and all those things. Our extra necessities. There we go. Got it out. Because a normal paycheck in this day and age just doesn't cut it, So I'm working 2 jobs. I also run a legitimate business. I have my business. I do multiple things. I sell handbags, I sell shoes, I sell anything under the sun, sunglasses, anything, accessories, anything you can think of. I have also picked back up, which I used to do this a couple years ago. My business I've been doing since 2020 when COVID hit. I really was bored and just decided to start doing the business. Yes, my business is a smaller business, so no, it does not generate enough revenue to live off of yet, but manifestation is real, and I'm manifesting that I am going to live off of my business in the next year. So I also picked up a business venture, which is doing taxes. I actually done taxes a couple years ago. I took the class, got certified, and I did taxes for that year, which was about 2 years ago. I left for a while just because I was trying to focus on my business at that time, and I felt like, not bashing the company I was working for or anything, but I felt like the people I was working for as a contracted worker, they were taking more than I was making as a percentage, which I felt like wasn't fair to me because I was doing most of the work, and but that's how life is. It's not always fair. So I just took a step back, waited until I could find the right person, the right people that, really cared about helping you and not about the money. So once again, I'm back doing taxes this coming tax season. If you get a chance, go follow my business page, which is Boss Moms, or you can follow my personal page, which is Champel Boss Moms. I will also be working for a company called The Little Tax Co. doing taxes. So yeah, pretty much I work Monday through Friday, so I'm not at home most of the time, which I hate for my kids. But on the weekends, it's our day. We do whatever. We watch movies, we chill, hang out, go shopping. My ultimate goal right now is to write down my goals and, just get my life plan together. Because right now, I'm just trying to live for me. Because I was living for other people, if that makes sense. And now I want to live for me. And to be honest, I have started that. I have started to live for me. Yesterday I woke up and it was a new day. It was a new flick of a switch, and I'm feeling confident with my new outlook on life, if that makes sense. One thing I can say though, just from personal experience, manifestation is real. And if you don't believe it, it won't happen. Like, believing in what you're capable of and what you can do, and believing in your dreams and your future is very important. If you plan on manifesting and all you have is negative thoughts, it doesn't work, like, at all. Negative thoughts and manifestation does not go well together. So for me, we gonna do a little bit of car chit chat because I got a little bit of time because I'm going to work. I manifested excuse me, I manifested my car. The car that I have a 2022 Kia Carnival. I had it about 2 years now. I literally sat down, watched videos on the law of attraction. I pretty much got familiar with what happens when you manifest. So I got real deep into manifesting and how to manifest correctly, learning how to use the subconscious mind. I go to store, I have sage and incense and candles and things like that I've done my personal research on. And once again, everything doesn't work for everybody. There's things that work for me that didn't work for other people. There's stuff that worked for other people that didn't work for me. That's just life. So for me, I do have like money candles, and I wear a crystal around my neck, and I have crystals that I keep and things like that. Some people don't believe in those, and that's fine. Everybody's beliefs are different. Just, this is what I believe in, and has worked for me and has helped me, and I honestly see results from this. So back to the manifesting my car. So I got to the point where I had a car. It just wasn't the car I wanted. It wasn't big enough for me and my family. But in order to get around at the time, and I didn't have the funds to purchase a bigger car, I took what I could get, and I had a 2015 Buick LaCrosse, and it got me around. It kept me and my family moving. It got us to where we needed to be, but it wasn't the car I wanted. And one day I just sat in my car, and I was on lunch break, and I was looking through my phone, and I seen this car, and I'm like, oh my God. It was like a whole video about, this is the new Kia. They made a bigger car. Because I had a Kia before, a 2019 Kia Forte. So I was in love with Kia. And I was like, okay, yeah, I never had problems with my Kia. Like, this might be it. So I'm looking at the car. I'm watching the video. I see how it has the third row seats. And I'm like, oh, that's perfect. That's the car I need. So then I click on the website. I'm like, dang, this car is expensive. The first thing that came to my mind was a negative thought. You can't afford this. And I'm like, no. Get that out your head. Get that out your head. You're thinking negative. Don't think negative. You think negative, you get negative results. I always tell my kids this. If you think negative, you get negative results. I'm like, don't think negative. You got this. You that's going to be your car. You're going to have this car. It's going to, if God wants you to have it, then that's where he'll put you in. So I'm watching the video, I'm going through, I get on the website, I'm looking. There's none available at none of the Kia dealers. So I'm like, okay. So I put in a request for more information. The person calls me and they go, well, I see you want a Kia, but we have none on the lot. I'm like, yeah, I know, I seen that. They was like, well, in order to bring the car, to even get started with the car that I wanted, because I'm like, yeah, I really want this car. I have another car right now. At that point, my car wasn't paid off, but it was close to being paid off, so I knew I could use it as a trade-in. So she's like, oh yeah, well, if you bring the car, we can inspect it, we can see how much you get for trading. I'm like, okay. So she was like, but for that van to get here, well, I call it a van because it looks like a van to me, but on the site it says like SUV, and on my paperwork when I fill it out it says SUV. But she was like, in order to get it here, you gotta pay $1,000 up front. And in my head I'm like, dang, I mean, where am I gonna get $1,000 from? I was only working one job at the time. School had just started, so I'm still, getting the kids ramped up for school, spending cash on clothes and shoes and all those things. My birthday was coming. This was in September. Birthday's in October. I'm like, dang, I really want this for my birthday. Between bills and the kids, I'm like, how am I gonna squeeze this $1,000 out of here? So I'm like, okay. So I told the lady, like, let me see what I can do. I gotta pretty much save for this. And that's just how it is. Sometimes you gotta save for things you want. So she's like, yeah, you need $1,000 up front to even start the order. And then you'll need another $1,000 when the vehicle arrives. So mind you, that's $1,000 to get it here. $1,000 once it arrives. So that's $2,000. In my head, I'm like, dang, I don't even have that. Like, at the time, I'm trying to save to buy a house. I got the kids. I got bills. So I'm like, let me see what I can do, I'm gonna make it happen. So a week went by, and the same lady, she reaches out, she goes, Miss Richardson? And I'm like, yeah. And she was like, hey, I just wanted to let you know that, wait, let me backtrack. So that whole week, I'm manifesting, I'm meditating, I'm writing, and I'm just like, this car is going to be mine. Envisioning the car in my head, envisioning myself in the car, not really envisioning the color because I wasn't so much worried about the color. If I could pick it, sure, fine and dandy, I was going to do that. But if not, I didn't really care. I just wanted the car itself. Don't care what color the car is. So I'm manifesting the whole week, writing, meditating, and just envisioning myself every chance I got. Looking at the car, I had a picture of the car on my phone. I was going to sleep thinking about the car. So a week goes by. She calls me and she goes, Ms. Richardson? I'm like, yes. She was like, are you still interested in the Kia Carnival? I'm like, yeah, of course. I'm like, but before she could say what she said, I'm like, but I'm still getting the money together. So she goes, okay, that's fine, Miss Richardson. Let me just tell you, I got one on my lot. I'm like, huh? She was like, I have one on the lot right now. It was a Thursday. I wasn't off to that Friday. So she's like, I got one on the lot right now. And if you can come in and we can go through the stages of, financing and all that stuff. Because, of course, I can't buy a car cash. So she was like, if we can go through all the stages of financing, we can see what we can do. So, y'all, I'm excited. I'm like, okay, I can come tomorrow. I'm off tomorrow. So, I'm excited. I got my crystal in my hand. And, y'all, listen. I got my crystal in my hand. I arrived there. I have the money crystal in my hand. And I have another crystal in my hand. And I keep these two crystals clutched in my hand from the time I get out of my car until the time I walk in this building, until the time I leave. Let's just say that. So I'm holding on to these crystals and I'm talking to the man. And I'm basically telling him, like, I have a car. My car is almost paid off. I want to trade it in. And my car is, and I want to get the Carnival. So he's like, well, do you want the Carnival or, I can't remember what the other truck was. It was a newer truck. It starts with a T. I'll have to look it up. And I'll probably post a clipping of what the photo looks like, what the truck looked like in this vlog or maybe the next vlog. So, he's like, well, let me see what I can do. So they go out, they looking at my car, they inspecting it, trying to get, appraisal rate for the car as they do. And he comes back in and he goes, well, let me go back here and talk to, the financiers and all that stuff. So he goes back there, he talks to the financier, and the financier is like, hey. So basically the lender I had originally, they don't finance that big of a loan. So I couldn't use the lender that I had. Even though I had a good standing with that lender, I loved the lender. I had a good rapport with them, always paid my car payment early. Never really paid it on time, I always paid early, just because my car payment wasn't super expensive at that time. So he goes and he was like, well, the lender that you had originally, they can't finance that car, it's too big of a loan. They was like, but do you have any down payment money? Y'all, I didn't have any down payment money at that time because I hadn't even got paid. So of course I don't have no down payment money yet. Like, I would have had some the following week, wouldn't have been a lot. So he was like, well, how much could you come up with? I'm like, it won't be a lot because I have kids and I have other bills that I'm looking after or whatever. So he was like, well, let me see what I can do. So he goes back to the back again, and then I'm still rubbing it crystal. I'm like, I'm determined. I'm walking out of this car dealership with my dream car. Like, I'm not leaving without my car because it was mine. And I kept telling myself, that was my car. This is my car. I'm walking out of here with that car. And that's the mindset you have to have when manifesting. If you manifest and don't have that mindset, you're not going to get anywhere. So I'm manifesting and I'm telling him, like, that's my car. Like, he was like, I got you. So he comes back and he goes, well, we can get you in a car. Kia is willing to finance you for the vehicle. Y'all, I got so excited and so happy because I'm like, oh my God. So then he's like, your car payment's gonna be kind of high. I'm like, okay, that's fine. They were high, granted. He was like, you can probably try to refinance. No, I don't like doing that. I just rather pay the car payment. Yes, I would rather pay the high car note and have the dream car I want. So he tells me the numbers and everything, and he was like, you got an option. You can have the truck or the van. They're willing to finance you for either one. And we're going to pay off your trade-in. Like, my trade-in, none of the funds, y'all. Mind you, I still have money left on the car. None of the funds roll over into my new vehicle. So he was like, we're going to pay, like, we gave you full value for your car, what was left. So you don't have no funds that's rolling over into your new car. Do y'all know how good that made me feel? Because there was no negative equity to go on top of what I've already going to pay for my car. So I'm like, I'll take the Carnival. They took and they did all the paperwork and all this stuff, and then I get all these nice warranties. They get me back in the office and they tell me all these warranties. I got a tire and rim warranty. I got a ding and dent warranty. And I'm just stoked. Like, I have this car. Like, y'all, it's still, you can hear it in my voice. It still makes me want to cry. Because I manifested this car for my babies. Like, I wanted this car so bad. And I got it. Like, I manifested it for my babies. And honestly, it was the best feeling ever. So just knowing that I could manifest things, it really made me want to do it even more. Like, it drove me. Like, it started to make my subconscious mind, like, I didn't have negative thoughts no more. Like, thoughts that I had that were negative, they weren't, I can suppress those now because I learned how to manifest, and I learned how to suppress my subconscious mind and reprogram my subconscious mind. You can do that too. Research, watching YouTube videos. I manifested, listening to different things. I saged, and I drank teas and all that stuff. I get up and clear my mind before my kids wake up. I get up and drink my tea. I haven't been doing that at my new house yet. Yes, I shouldn't stop, but I was still trying to settle in and get used to our new life in our new home. So I will be starting back that on Saturdays since I work during the week now. But whatever you want to manifest, you can. Just staying strong and confident and not have negative thoughts is the key. So I can honestly say that I manifested my car, and you can manifest anything. I've manifested multiples of things. I will do more videos on other things I manifested. But that was one of my first big things. Like, one of my first big accomplishments was manifesting my car. And honestly, manifestation, I used to think that it wasn't real, but I am here to tell you it is very real. But one thing I can also say is, when you're manifesting, be specific about what you want. And be careful about what you manifest, because manifesting is real. Listen to me. And it is very powerful. So be careful about what you manifest, because it's just like wishing. Be careful, because it's a powerful thing, and you don't want to manifest the wrong thing. But also, when manifesting, making sure your mind is clear and free of any negative thoughts, because anything negative will counteract with your manifestation. Like, it's not going to come true, because your subconscious mind is telling you all these negative things. So reprogramming your mind is always very important. This past week, I have been doing nightly subconscious reprogramming, where I listen to subconscious reprogramming music, sounds, and affirmations. So that's something you can do too, but that's what I like to do. Starting maybe Friday, I will start back doing my meditations at night like I used to. But just know that manifestation, it's real. Like, there's nothing you can't manifest, and if you think negative, you get negative results. Always remember that. But once again, I enjoyed the car chit chat. I'm about to pull into work, so if you like this video, if you want to see something different, if you want me to do a house tour, if you want to meet my kids, whatever, give me some ideas. I'm new to this, but I'm gonna be true to this, okay? You get it? Anyways, Hustling Mama is here. We out. See you later. Bye.